Hi, I'm Todd, and welcome to Gardening with Gutner. Maine is home to some truly stunning public gardens. We've had the privilege of exploring a few of them while meeting the incredible people bringing these landscapes to life. Today, we're excited to share these beautiful spaces with you, so you can start planning your own visits, whether it's for a weekend getaway or just a day trip. First up, we're heading to McLaughlin Garden and Homestead in South Paris. This is an historic gem. It's recognized on the National Register of Historic Places as a cultural landscape. We visited in the spring when the lilacs were in full bloom, stealing the show with their vibrant colors and intoxicating fragrance. Steps off a very busy Route 26 in South Paris is this beautiful place. It's McLaughlin Garden. Corey Cutfill is here. He's the horticulturist at McLaughlin Garden. Boy, your lilacs, they smell great. They're in full bloom. You have one of the largest collections in all of New England.
We sure do. We have over 125 different varieties and 200 individual plants on the property.
So how did this property come about?
So it started when Bernard McLaughlin moved here with his wife in 1936. There was nothing here but fallow fields.
Oh, there weren't the cars racing by?
Definitely not. And there also weren't any gardens. So once he got here, he immediately started planting. He didn't have a background in gardening or horticulture.
That's interesting.
But he did love plants. So once he got here, he immediately started planting, collaborating with other gardeners and horticulturists in the area, and growing this garden to what it is today.
Wow, you must have a large staff, I assume?
If only.
Maybe not?
No, it's a small crew, but we do have a big volunteer base who we rely on heavily to get the day-to-day tasks done.
Oh, that's key. And it sounds like you need that volunteer group because you do a lot throughout the entire year.
We sure do. As far as events, we have our wildflower celebration, our lilac festival.
Oh yeah.
And also a jack-o'-lantern spectacular in October.
Getting back to lilacs, I mean, so many people have these in their yards at home. Can you give us some tips on lilacs, caring for them, making them look better, prettier, better blooms, all that?
Yes.
So location's very important for lilacs on your property. Where would you put them?
So you want to pick a spot that is sunny with at least 6 hours of sun per day. Otherwise you won't get those productive bushy blooms that you're so fond of.
We want those. How do you get those?
So it comes down to fertilizer. So all fertilizers have NPK in them, which is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So you want to use a fertilizer that is higher in phosphorus and potassium. If you use something that has too much nitrogen in it, you'll get too many of these vegetative green growths and not enough blooms.
Oh, you're gonna get a lot of green, not a lot of purple.
That's right.
We want the reverse. Corey, pruning is super important with lilacs. What are your thoughts on that?
So you've got about a 2-week window after these stop blooming to prune them.
That's it?
Yes.
You got that, folks? 2 weeks. Gotta get busy.
Yes, that's because they actually set their buds for next year, this year. So you don't want to cut off those new buds.
Okay, where would you clip then on this if you were to?
So on a healthy tree that you like the shape of, you're gonna want to deadhead it right there, next to the nearest new growth point.
Oh, and that's where the bud will be set for next year?
Yes.
Oh, I see. So you're saving that for next year. Great. Now, if this thing's getting a little bushy and out of control, what's the option?
So you can actually take one of these.
Whoa, where'd that come from?
And cut it to the ground.
Seriously?
Yes.
The whole thing?
Yep. So if you've got a tree that's out of control, the easiest way to deal with it is to just cut it right to the ground. Because as it gets taller and taller, these middle branches are going to become unproductive. They're not going to send out new shoots. So the best way to jumpstart your plant, cut it to the ground and let the new suckers that come up become the new plant and kind of reshape.
How long will it take to get these flowers to come back then?
Sure. Well, it will take you up to 3 years to get new flowers, but sometimes that is just the best option to reshape your plant.
No doubt. So lilacs are the big star here, but McLaughlin Garden has a lot more, right?
Yeah, right now we're in Wildflower Lane, which hosts a variety of trillium, jack-in-the-pulpits, and even lady slipper orchids.
And?
As well as ferns.
I love fern! So you can come to McLaughlin Garden year-round practically and check things out. It's so beautiful here. Come up to South Paris. And if you have a garden that you think we should see, send us an email at gardening-with-gutner@newcentermaine.com.
gardening-with-gutner-ott.com.
One big takeaway from my visit was just how short the window is for pruning lilacs if you want to enjoy the blossoms the following year. It's much smaller than I had thought. Seeing all their lilacs in full bloom was absolutely breathtaking, with far more colors than I ever imagined too. If you're planning a visit, be sure to check out their Lilac Festival around Memorial Day. It's an experience you won't want to miss. Next, we headed to the gardens at Pineland Farms in New Gloucester, which is also home to a stunning lilac garden. It's also home to a traditional flower garden, a cutting garden, and even a farmyard garden. During our visit, we toured the flower garden, a 1-acre masterpiece that's also a certified Monarch way station. This means it's a haven for butterflies and pollinators, with everything they could ever need. We strolled the paths and saw beautiful peonies, statement evergreens, and a stately fountain that was the heart of the garden. Oh wow, Lori, this must be the center of attention here.
That is the centerpiece of our garden.
Oh yeah.
We have weddings over here under the arbor and on the lawn, and you can, it backdrops.
Beautiful.
Fountain backdrops. So people like to come over, take their pictures around it, wedding pictures, senior pictures. We do tours and all the people gather around.
It makes sense. Now, Lori here is the head gardener for all of Pineland Farms. That's a lot of responsibility.
It is a
Lori.
lot of responsibility. We not only have this garden, which is our focus, but we have multiple gardens out on campus that we take care of. Anything aesthetically pleasing is our job to make it look good, keep it clean, mulching, pruning.
Now, as a kid, you came to Pineland Farm.
I did. They used to have fireworks and bands out on for the 4th of July. They would have a country band every year, fireworks, cotton candy, food carts.
Did you ever imagine that there would be a garden here years later that you would be working in?
I didn't. I didn't even know I'd be a gardener at that point. But that's what it's become, and I love my job.
Well, you do a great job, so I'd love to see, the rest of your grounds here. Why don't you give us a little tour?
Sure. This is our climbing hydrangea. It's another beautiful spot where people like to have their pictures taken.
Sure.
It is a nice framing focal point. People like to stand under it.
How long has this guy been here?
This has been here since 2001 when they put the original garden in, so what, 25 years or so. It's so strong, the arbor that it's growing on is falling apart, but the hydrangea has taken on that form and made its own arbor. It does like a little sun, quite a bit of sun.
A good spot then.
Yeah, unlike some that can take some shade. This one likes to have some sun.
And it grows fast because it's...
It does grow fast, and it is a vine, so anywhere it touches the ground, it's going to throw roots, so you're constantly pruning it.
This takes up a lot of your attention.
Yes, yes, it does.
So
but it's beautiful.
Where are we off to next?
We're going to move up to the evergreen bed and look at some of those things.
Sweet.
This is one of the main attractions in our conifer bed. I call it Cousin It. As you can see, the whole look going on.
Sure, from like the Addams family?
From the Addams family.
Da-da-da-da.
People love it. They've never seen anything like it before.
The kids probably love it too, right?
They do. They just think he's pretty funny.
Now, how long has this been going on?
This has been here longer than I have, and I've been here 15 years, so it's taken quite a while. But we do prune it off the walkways every year. It would take over everything if we let it.
It seems to be
yeah, it's pretty aggressive.
Consuming,
It's consuming the juniper, but we like him, so we let him just take over.
You let Cousin Ed do whatever he wants.
That's right. Cousin Ed does whatever he wants.
Chocolate mint, so good.
This is the dawn redwood here, and that, unlike most firs, drops its needles in the winter, gets 60 to 80 feet tall.
Wow, super tall.
Super tall. We'll have to move it
You'll
eventually.
have to move it.
And this is a Korean fir. It's got lovely new growth, very silver looking.
Almost as if it's snowed on.
Yeah, and that's going to get really tall. And it'll put out a lovely big purple pine cone that stands straight up.
Oh, neat. So, Lori, I've never been a huge fan of hostas, but this is your favorite spot,
One of
right?
my favorite spots in the garden. It has a beautiful focal point of the whole garden. You've got the fountain and the birds are singing. It's very zen.
I love how you sprinkled in color and different textures and things.
Yeah, I put some coleuses in and they'll grow up and you just get a touch of color. Hostas are practical and great to use in the shade.
And you're here almost 7 days a week. This garden is open 7 days.
It is open 7 days a week from about 7 in the morning till dusk. The security closes it up, open to the public for free.
Yeah, you hear that? Free. You can come here for free and enjoy it. And I promise you, you're gonna love it. And you're gonna love Lori too if you run into her. Say hi. We'll see you next time on Gardening with Gutner. The Gardens at Pineland Farms is free to the public, which makes it even more irresistible too. The crew there couldn't have been nicer. They even treated us to lunch at the market at Pineland Farms. So when you plan your visit, make sure to include a delicious meal as part of your adventure. Next, we stumbled upon a hidden treasure hiding in plain sight. It's the Children's Garden at Fort Williams Park, right next to the iconic Portland Headlight. This 1.5-acre garden is a magical space designed to spark curiosity and encourage kids to explore the natural world. The garden is filled with winding paths, perfect for little ones to race around and get creative and let their imaginations run wild. It's the kind of place where kids and adults can reconnect with nature in the most fun and interactive way. Whether you're there to soak up the scenery or give your kids a place to play, this garden is a must-see. This time on Gardening with Gutner, we're in Cape Elizabeth at Fort Williams Park, home to one of the most famous lighthouses in the world. We're not here to see the lighthouse, though. We're here to see the Children's Garden. Kids can let their imaginations run wild and have tons of fun. Let's do this! How about that for a landing? That was just so much fun. Hey, here's Alex Donka. He's the head gardener for Friends of Fort Williams, and he oversees this beautiful children's garden. You know, when people come into Fort Williams, they see the ocean, they see the lighthouse, they go there, but they should be coming here.
They should, Todd. I very much agree. This place in entirety is pretty rad.
Yeah.
Of course, you have the slide, which is a great attraction for kids. But this whole garden is all kinds of nooks and crannies and little paths to run through and sort of smell the plants, feel the sun on your skin going through things, hide out in the shade, look for frogs.
Fun.
It's incredible.
Tell me about the garden. How'd it come about?
It came about from a long time coming of some planning and some donations through, I think, about 5 years or so. When the powers that be finally thought they could make some waves with this project, they committed, they put the money down for the plan. Several landscape architects came together with some good plantsmen, and they were able to get this place to open in September of 2016.
Now, along with the slide, there are many other little, like you say, nooks and crannies to go find. So let's go check some of those out. I'll follow you.
I'd be happy to show you some.
Okay. Man, Alex, I wasn't expecting to go through this. I thought we agreed to go around it.
This would have been a good time for knee pads.
I'm getting too old for this kind of thing. But it's still fun, and I'm sure the kids love doing that, right?
They love it. Beyond the tunnels, this whole garden is a maze of paths that parents can let their kids run around and explore through and check out some of the plants, learn some new things.
And it's not just for children here, the Children's Garden. I know that's the name of it, but it's for the entire community, all ages.
Yeah, actually, this garden has a lot of educational opportunities for adults as well. Let me go show you something cool.
All right, let's do it. That's why we're here, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to show you the coolest birdhouse in the Children's Garden. It's built specifically for finches and eastern bluebirds to protect them from starlings.
Oh, no way. And other birds all over the place here, too.
Yeah, there are belted kingfishers that peruse the woodland. You just saw the red-tailed hawk flying overhead.
That guy was swirling, and I know he wanted lunch. I don't want to be it.
Oh, yeah.
Butterflies, tons of them here.
Yes, monarchs are a big visitor. They, of course, look for various species of milkweed to lay their eggs on to continue their progeny. They'll, of course, fly around with other butterflies looking for nectar from all of the flying perennials just to fuel them for the year.
Alex, this place is so cool. Thanks for showing us around. If you're coming to Fort Williams Park, come to the Children's Garden. You won't be disappointed. We're getting out of here now, but I'm not taking that tunnel again. My niece can't handle it. Let's go the slide route. We'll see you next week on Gardening with Gutner. The Children's Garden at Fort Williams is the perfect spot to take the kids for a day of fun. Pack a picnic, let them run free, and enjoy the beautiful surroundings. It's a win for everyone. And now we've saved the best for last, the Coastal Maine Botanical Gardens in Booth Bay. This place is truly the crown jewel of Maine's garden scene. Trust me, you'll want to grab your camera or your phone because the photos you'll take there will be absolutely breathtaking. Spanning over 300 acres, the gardens feature a variety of spectacular spaces, including a native butterfly house and a whimsical children's garden. We were lucky enough to have Andy Brand, the director of horticulture, give us a guided tour. It was incredible to see the thought and care that goes into every little piece of this stunning landscape. Gardeners, listen up. You can't be a gardener in Maine and not come to this place. This is Coastal Maine Botanical Gardens, and it's stunning. I have the director of horticulture here, Andy Brand. Andy, I've been coming here for years with my family, and every time we come, we find something new and different, just beautiful. How's it looking so far this year?
It's looking incredible. I mean, the rhododendrons are absolutely amazing right now. You picked the perfect time to come here. So much color everywhere in the garden.
Challenges this winter?
Lack of snow cover is the biggest one.
That's
no
the biggie.
insulation, you know, so the plants suffered, but it gives us opportunities to plant new things to show our visitors.
Well, let's go see some of those
Let's
new
do
things. Let's go see the rhododendrons.
Hey Todd, check out this bright orange azalea over here.
Beautiful. Wait, I thought these were rhododendrons.
They are. Azaleas are rhododendrons, but not all rhododendrons are azaleas.
Oh, you got that? So Andy, after the rhododendrons bloom, what comes next?
Next would be the peonies, the poppies, coneflowers. There's so much flowering in June here at the gardens.
Andy, I don't see any flowers here. Are we still at the Botanical Gardens?
Believe it or not, Todd, we are.
Oh my
Did
gosh.
you see who's behind us?
Kind of hard to miss.
That's Grow, one of our 5 trolls. And their trolls are going to be here for 5 or 7 years, depending on how quickly they break down.
Okay.
And they are loved by everybody. You know, they've got such a good message to protect the environment and encouraging us all to be good stewards of the land.
I bet. I bet the kids really like
They
this.
love him.
They're going to really love where we're going next.
They certainly
though, right?
will. That's
Okay.
going to be great. Todd, did you bring this rain with you?
I just couldn't hold it off any longer.
We're almost there, Todd.
Where are you taking me, Andy? I recognize this, Mr. McGregor's garden, right?
Peter Rabbit's favorite spot.
Yeah, cabbage, carrots. So all of this is the children's garden. It's awesome.
It is. It's the Harold and Bibi Alphonse Children's Garden, and it is adored by all the kids. You know, there's so many whimsical elements in this garden that have been selected and built for kids to have fun.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
You have a favorite spot in the botanical
I
garden.
do. You want to check it out?
I'd love to.
All
Let's
right,
go.
Let's go.
Andy, I can see why this is one of your favorite places in the garden. This is your office, huh?
It is. This is the Learner Garden of the 5 senses, and the plants that have been put in this garden appeal to all of our senses. Sense of smell, you can hear the water,
Yeah.
you can feel some of the foliage, it's fuzzy, and the textures. It's just a wonderful place to work and a wonderful place for our visitors to come.
Absolutely, absolutely. So put it on your list of things to do this coming summer, and we'll see you next time on Gardening with Gutner. The Coastal Maine Botanical Gardens are truly something Maine can be proud of. It has become one of the most visited attractions for anyone coming to our state, and it's easy to see why. We hope you've enjoyed our tour of Maine's public gardens, each one a treasure waiting to be explored. These spaces are here for everyone to enjoy, and we hope you'll take the time to visit them and experience the beauty and inspiration they offer. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Gardening with Gutner.